What's up, guys? Toter, Band of Brothers. Today, CVO. I've had this since June, and I've had a few people ask me what I thought about it, so let's talk about it. So, when you get your shocker, it will come in this nice case. It's kind of hard, kind of soft. It's nice like the Exalt cases. You get your barrel condom. There will be a one-page kind of instruction sheet in here. And you get some lube, you get some Allen keys, you get a toolkit, and your Freak XL barrel kit. Then you have the gun itself. It has a nice little inlay and some pockets here. Gun itself, you get the All-American front on the Freak barrel. It comes with one insert. And nice rubber grip on the foregrip. Standard Shocker XLS features, but with the CVO frame. And we'll get into that in a little more detail here shortly. The frame's got several points of adjustment. From the outside of the gun, you can adjust the pre-travel and the magnet return resistance. Inside the gun, you can change post-travel, spring tension. So we've got an extremely adjustable trigger. Bolt itself is a push button. Push that little button there, it pops out like so. Seen the Shocker XLS, you've seen this bolt. It is proven, it works great, it's nice and smooth. It's a more refined version of what you have in like the RSX. It's a little longer, volume's a little different, it's a little more efficient, etc. So can we just talk about some of the lines on this thing? I mean, this is a beautiful gun. They come in several different colors. There's the brown, the olive, pewter, black. They're all dust finishes with beautiful gloss accents. Ergonomically, this thing feels amazing. It's super light, points great. I initially, when I first was reading about this and saw the price, I really wasn't interested. Love the eNMEy. It's a great gun. This really just kind of looked like a glorified eNMEy to me, but it's so much more than that. I'll preface this by saying that I think that the eNMEy Pro is one of the best values on the market for performance. That said, when you compare it directly with a CVO, it struggles to keep up. Aside from having a similar designed bolt in terms of the way that they work, it about ends there. The CVO is thinner, it's lighter, it points better, it's more refined, the trigger is exponentially better. It's a lot more expensive, but you do get what you pay for. You get a really high performance mech. Everything that the eNMEy does, the Shocker does better. It's a more refined bolt than the one that you get in the eNMEy. It is a better feel to shoot than the eNMEy. And while the eNMEy's a great gun, it really just doesn't stack up. And you don't really notice it until you hold the two and shoot them kind of side by side. And speaking of shooting, here we go. Alright, here we are. Rotor, air tank. Safety's off. Rotor's on. I can give you some closing thoughts on it because I shot a few cases through it at the Iron City Classic a couple weeks ago. Before that, at a really great scenario game that Mission Masters put on at Three Rivers Paintball, and it's been flawless. I think out of about 5 or 6 cases so far that I've put through it, I've had maybe one break in the barrel, and actually, it was a breech break. Hey, one break. So, competition, how does it stack up? Well, I've had a G-Mech, Legacy modded G-Tech, several eNMEys, and not a big cocker fan. I'll just throw that out there. I've had them in the past. Auto cockers just, I don't know, they don't really do it for me. They're great guns, just don't feel right for me. This is nice. I like the adjustability of the trigger a ton. I like the way it feels. I like the way it points. There's nothing about this I really don't like. It's considerably more efficient than the eNMEy, and not quite as efficient as a G-Tech or G-Mech. because the Gamma Core is ridiculous. But this is a low maintenance bolt system, so you know it's not a Gamma Core, but it's no slouch either. I'd say if you like it, buy it. I don't have anything negative to say about the eNMEy. I thought it was a great gun. It just didn't feel quite as good to me as this does, and I love the trigger adjustability on this. I prefer mine a little heavier, kind of heavier and snappier, as opposed to like a featherweight machine gun trigger that a lot of guys are going with on these now. But yeah, check them out if you get a chance. It's a great gun, and it's not quite in your price range, but you like the way it shoots, take a look over at the eNMEy. In a nutshell, it's a great gun. A little on the pricey side, but man, is it nice and fun to shoot. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to subscribe. We do appreciate it, and check in for more videos coming soon.